Because if you close your eyes, you can be loving anyone, especially when you are alone on an airplane bathroom and people are knocking on the door and you keep flushing and flushing.
What the fuck is up? We already getting off to a shaky start. I couldn't even say what's up to the people yet. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Harmony.
Yo, what's good with you? It's your boy 21.
And we back on the Ṛegular podcast, you feel me? We ain't gonna be as hype as we was last time, you know what I'm saying? So bear with us, it's not gonna be as, hey, yes, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little more chill this time, you know what I'm saying? So it's all gravy though. Hope y'all niggas been good. You know what I'm saying? I've been terrific. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking tax season and I'm getting motherfucking chunk cheese back out the ass. So, straight up. So it's all good.
It's only right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is kind of a sad day because you see the bag of weed right here. I'm down to like my last little bitch right here. So it's kind of a sad day, but it's all good. How you been, my man? Mr. Deuce, you know?
Shit, everything proper, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a pretty steady little week. Extra moving, you know what I'm saying? Extra hours in and shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's always
got some extra writing in, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I ain't been able to write shit, low key, bro. It's been a drought for me, low key.
I just came from that, you know what I mean? So it's all proper.
Yeah,
I can't even chime in like I want to. Like I just came from that, you know what I mean?
Straight up, dog. That shit was, man, it's been like that for like damn near the whole month of February, dog, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been able to, I've been trying to like, I guess a lot of my takes been like themes, so when I think of a theme, I get stuck on what I'm supposed to write and there can't come up with nothing. So it's like, I'm like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna chill the fuck out, experience life a little bit, dude.
It fucking around to be the weather, bro. Like,
man.
That fucking around to just got in everybody's spirit, I feel like, man.
You know?
Just like, well, we don't want to do shit, like, fuck this shit.
Man, have you ever tried to catch yourself like taking advantage of the weather to like try to make that work for yourself as you're writing? Or like if the sky's like super gray out, you like make like you like, okay, it's gray, I'm gonna write something hella dark that you only listen to when it's gray outside.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just stupid shit like that.
Gray. I feel it.
So if you think of the mood music when you do that shit.
That's crazy. I was fucking. I wanted to before Brawley, I wanted to kind of, cause I feel like it's kind of on everybody's heads, but that one Spiderman game that came out, like that shit really wasn't all that hype as it really was it?
Man,
like,
I don't know. You know what? Like niggas like making such a big deal about it and like posting all the pictures about it.
I had to throw that out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the recent one that just came out. I got the game, so I already know, you know what I'm saying, it's the recent one. You know?
Right, yeah.
But as you see, you know what I'm saying, like, but it just, I don't know.
Yeah.
The story, it did have some moments, you feel me? I feel like Kingpin could have been the dude though, and not Octopus. That's my opinion too.
Right.
I did like that one villain though, with the Asian cat, when the cats that had the mask and everything, and with the dude harnessing his anger and all that stuff. Right. I was feeling that. That part. You know what I'm saying? So he was definitely a dope custom into the joint, but the whole switch where you could play with Mary Jane and then you could play with this guy, and then it's like, why would I want to play with anybody else when I'm playing a Spider-Man game?
But Peter Parker, straight up.
It's
I
like,
can feel that.
It's like fucking Mary Jane can't fucking climb walls, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're trying to make it as open world as you can, but in the end, that's not what you did, like.
Right. Yeah. See, well, that's what I thought when I like initially was looking at people posting. Cause like I said, I didn't watch any gameplay. Like legit.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man, I think what 3? I think is it 3? 4?
It's like a I forget what it. Let me look it up. It's like fucking I got this is what I'm talking about. I actually got the game and I'm trying to figure out the actual name of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't leave that much of an imprint on your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I want to make sure I'm talking about the right game. game when I say this, because we might be talking about different games. But when you talking about the one where you can make Spider-Man wear all the different outfits, right?
Word.
Okay, so we are talking about the same game, but like I said, I didn't know anything about that game until the day it came out. I swear to you, like I didn't hear about it. I didn't see any gameplays. I didn't see any trailers. I didn't see anything. Then like a day or two before it came out or anything like that, like my niggas was like all posting. Oh, let my man answer his phone right quick. But no, yeah, my niggas was posting like mad pictures of the shit, like, oh, like Spider-Man whoop-de-woo just came out. Oh, I'm about to get that shit. And I'm just seeing hella pictures posting. I'm like, yo, this looks kind of cool. Like just the graphics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just the way it looks. I was like,
I mean, it did look real good with the graphics. I do give them that. You feel me? And it actually got good like combat in the game too. You know what I'm saying? Got some good fight in there too. You get real technical in there. They actually got him. They got Spider-Man doing this thing in there, but what really make the game is like the side missions, like, you know what I'm saying, like with the cat with the mask and shit that keep putting you in all these weird little predicaments, so he could kind of test you and see, you know what I'm saying, if he basically trying to prepare himself to fight you, basically, you know what I'm saying, when it's time and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
He's on some like, yeah, you there, but you ain't really there, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like, so that's pretty cool, like little side missions, the little thing with the little, you could kind of see like in the story how like they kind of preparing for a sequel, you feel me?
Right, yeah.
Like with the stuff with Osborn and shit. So it's like, yeah, they chime little stuff in there, but it's like, I'm not really waiting like that, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe that would be something that would save it, you know what I mean? But I could tell they didn't want to kind of go straight into the whole Green Goblin thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's probably why you say that they left room for like a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, it's plenty harder rivals he has.
So that's definitely something they threw in, kind of obvious. They kept talking about the son, you know what I'm saying, and how he was sick and when nobody known and all this stuff, and so they was gonna kind of try to chime that in and stuff. But I just thought they could have rolled with Kingpin. I thought Kingpin was that dude. I missed Kingpin as a character. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he get portrayed that much. Obviously, you can't portray him really in a real movie. I mean, they had to get Michael Clark Duncan. I mean, like, he's like a mighty compared to what Kingpin actually looked like. Right? So obviously, you can't do it to that status. You know what I'm saying? But just seeing him on the game, and they throwing him in the beginning of the game, so I was super juiced. I was like, okay, they got me juiced. Like,
did Michael Clark Duncan die like a couple years ago? Didn't he pass away? Okay, yeah. R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Don't you put that on Ricky Bobby. You are not paralyzed. No, he's always crying. He needs to hear it. Yeah. R.I.P. that dude.
Yeah, we ain't gonna drag though. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get that Spider-Man out the way, man, because I just feel like that's on like folks' mind. Like everybody's probably not gonna throw it out there, but it just wasn't as much as they was throwing it out there to be. You know what I mean? But it was cool, but I got over it quicker than I thought I would.
Right, you were disinterested way quicker than you would figure that you would be. You thought it would be way easier, you know what I'm saying? Like you'd be like, oh, I could play this game for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I can actually play this while I wait for it. But it's like, it's kind of boring, man.
Off the
rip. Know what game kind of did that for me? Friday the 13th. Yeah. When I first played that, like when I first played it, I played it with all my friends. I don't want to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was me and like 3 other people. So So it's like, so imagine that, like, and we all on the headset, so it's like mad funny. We cracking jokes on each other. A few of us is recording it, so it's mad funny. You know what I'm saying? It's funny as shit. We all cry. We like saying like, my favorite thing, the one thing I used to do is from this fucking. You ever watch Brickleberry? You ever watch the cartoon Brickleberry? Oh, well, it's funny because you know Daniel Tosh is, right? Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. I was saying, well, yeah, he plays the fucking bear, and it's the joke he has in there. He goes to jail, right?
Word.
And I guess it's some nigga that's trying to check him, right? Like trying to check him for his food or something like that. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I got a joke for you. Knock knock. Who's there? I'm a shank who? I'ma shank you. and he stabbed the nigga in the neck. And
that's not a fact.
Yeah, on 413, that's basically what you do to Jason. Like when you can find like little pocket knives in the drawers and shit. So like when Jason like picks you up and tries to kill you, you stab him in the neck. So like I pulled that fucking joke on niggas and they was dying laughing. Like I'm like, okay, I must be the only nigga that watch. I must be the only nigga that watch Brickleberry. Okay, that's funny. But you know, since we're talking about games that we just got or we've been playing, I just got the Crew 2. I know I might be 6-7 months late or 8 months, whatever, late, but I just got that game. It's my second day playing it. I'm still playing fucking Red Dead. I haven't seen the end of Red Dead yet, so I'll let y'all know what I feel about that when it happens. But so far,
so you ain't got like no farther, like
when you left, I played it for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
that game right there. Man.
I honestly don't even remember like the last thing I did on that game.
They just set that bar just pretty high. You know what I'm saying? Like
they actually dropped the DLC for Red Dead, bro. So like, I think they fixed the online shit a little bit. But I'm like, man, fuck that, man. Give me some more like single player missions, dog. Man, but you know what? We're not gonna
that's
make
for real.
But we can't make this one all about Red Dead because
true,
the last one we did, we talked about Red Dead for at least 20 minutes.
Almost say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna hop into like this new shit that we gonna talk about because I'm sure y'all wanna hear some new shit. Y'all wanna hear what we talk about right now.
Get the new shit.
For sure. So you can go into what you was gonna say about the Broly movie because you hit me up earlier today telling me that you for sure wanted to talk about that.
Definitely wanted to talk about the Broly movie.
Okay,
you know
I'm gonna preface this. This is gonna be a Deuce Uno review of the Broly movie because I haven't seen it myself, so it's probably gonna be mostly him explaining this down to y'all. So if he says anything y'all don't like, y'all know who to aim it at.
Already.
So yeah, break it down.
That's your boy. Well, you know, I went to go see it. You know what I mean? I went to theaters to actually go see it. I actually took time out. I told my boss like, yo, I need this day off. You know?
Right.
Like, I gotta see it.
Days off work for this shit.
Cause I knew it was only gonna play in theaters for one day.
Word?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was only in theaters for one day. You feel me? So
I wonder.
Yeah, and I knew about it online and shit. And I was talking about it on Twitter and shit. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta see this shit, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's the new Brawl. Like, they're really gonna remaster the Brawly story and the whole thing. You know what I mean? They actually remastered Bardock's story. You know what I'm saying? In it. You know what I mean? They remastered everybody's story pretty much in it. You know what I mean? So it's like a full DBZ Brawly movie at once. You know what I mean?
Is this like an official movie from like the actual creators of Dragon Ball Z? Because I heard they said that the Super movie was not really from the actual creators. They said that was supposedly a fan movie, like a fan made movie.
I don't know much.
I heard that was like some sort of like thing that was.
Well, I know the season where they did GT. I know that was fan.
There you go. GT.
I know that's fan.
There you
that's
go.
Not a real.
There
That's pretty much not a real.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Season.
That shows you how much I know about Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking up the whole rumors and shit. But yes,
it's all good, bro.
I did hear some. Like I said, one of those that was
it's all
was
good.
a
It's all
fan-made
illustration.
movie. Yeah,
I mean, you talking to a cat that still hasn't seen the full season of Super yet. You feel me? I'm still going bits and pieces coming out.
To be honest, y'all, like I stopped at Dragon Ball when Goku was a child, and I got like a little bit into like, you know, where like I kind of got on Dragon Ball Z, like their first meet when they first meet Piccolo. And when Vegeta first fucking comes, like, or when he's about to come, and he's just seeing like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? No, and what's bro name? Radish, I think. Is that his name?
It's Goku's brother.
Yeah. When he comes, I think that's kind of where I left off at.
That's where he actually fights his first. He encounters the first actual full power Saiyan. You know what I mean? That actually trains and actually. So when he actually hit him for the first time, he just couldn't move.
Yeah, fuck you.
So that's what people, you know what I'm saying, not to throw too much from off of Brawly, but I just like to hit that key point. You know what I'm saying? That was a time where I personally like the DBZ season, you know what I'm saying? Like that part of the Dragon Ball Z season, you feel me? Because Goku got his ass beat a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually fought motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that season, you feel me? Like Goku was really actually progressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, during all this shit, getting his ass beat, progressing. He technically didn't beat Vegeta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about this. You know what I mean? Like,
see, I didn't get to all that. I didn't get to all the good shit. Yeah, like I said, I stopped when it was getting good, basically.
Yeah, because this, you know, as you know, we definitely big DBZ fans. You know what I mean? But back into the Brawly, you know what I'm saying? They redid the Bardock story. You know what I'm saying? As any real DBZ fan know, that's Goku's pops and shit. You know what I mean? It kind of had me thrown off a little bit.
Cough break.
Cough break. Because they kind of made him seem like he was like Superman's pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not. I feel like Bardock's story was a lot more original than that. Like, yeah, you could kind of tie the links, you know, with Goku and Superman and trying to get the child to a better, you know what I'm saying? And the whole like, yeah, but it was like they full on made that like damn near the story. You feel me? In the beginning, you know what I mean? I like the story of how they passed the torch from King Cold and Frieza. I thought that was real dope. You know what I mean? Just how they did it, just how they because when they came with all their troops and shit. You see the Ginyu Force and just everybody got their own ships and stuff. And then you actually see King Cold's ship. And then this the first time they meeting Frieza, because everybody used to seeing King Cold. Right. And this is how he rolls, you know what I mean? So they coming in, they crashing in there. Some of the ships not even giving a damn about some of the statues. They done ran into one. I mean, they get mad like, man, watch where y'all flying that with the rule, because they know they could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they the top of the, you know what I'm saying?
From a nigga that hasn't got to that season yet, I heard Frieza is a boy. I heard he is the boy.
Yep.
He is not to be
He kill a dude on sight when they first meet him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard he's a fool.
It's a pretty deep story. Like, you see King Cold going like, yo, I'm retiring effective immediately. And he telling King Vegeta, and he's all like, and I'm passing it down to my son. And as you would know, he's not as lenient as I am. With the boom bam, you know what I'm saying? Then he introduced him to the Scouters. Just the way they whoever wrote that was proper. I was feeling that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the Scouters with the woo bam, and then he started using it, like, and I'm gonna demonstrate it for you. So Frieza he puts it on, to be like, looks like we got 3 men up there, you know what I'm saying, with armed weapons aimed at me, you know what I'm saying? Like they waiting for something and then he just, well, we can end that right now. Foo. Like, it was just so instant, you know what I mean? I was like, and then King's Vegeta just stuck, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, and then he just giving them they Scouters and everything, talking about what the boom bam, report to me, what the boom bam, and always have them on, so you know we can know what you saying, what the boom bam. Like, I'm like, bro, like, these folks is really on some high. Like, this is before like Thanos, you know what I'm saying? So so this is what got us to be like, okay, Thanos is that cat, you know what I'm saying? But this is from that first, you know what I mean? So, but that part of Brawly was pretty dope. The Brawly story is pretty unique too, you know what I'm saying? Because as you know, it's pops, you know what I'm saying? In this story, Vegeta was still on, King Vegeta was kind of on some jealous shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he was nurturing Vegeta, trying to make sure he was gonna be the dude that was gonna lead his people, and he was trying to make sure that was gonna be the dude to, you know, eventually beat Frieza and basically get them back to where they were, you know what I mean? Because they a warrior race, you know what I mean? And they got to the point where the doctors and everybody was telling King Vegeta like, yeah, so his power levels on Wooty Woom Bam, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, what do you mean? There's no way he could be more powerful than my son Vegeta, Wooty Woom Bam. So I'm like, oh man, what he gonna do? You know what I mean? So everybody's in the audience like, oh man, what King Vegeta go? He's still a Saiyan, you know what I mean? That heart. So what is he gonna do? I mean, he still got his tail on, ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? So we like, bro. But he basically, he send them off to like some remote planet. You know what I'm saying? And he go like, bam, bam. And he made sure that he sent them off before he had to tell his pops.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but he made sure he tells him without actually telling his pops. So when he actually brought his pops up to the front and everything, was letting them know that he was too powerful to be on a planet and whoop-de-whoop, bam. And he was talking about, I won't let you do anything to him. So like, dude, I already sent them, you know what I mean, to a remote planet, whoop-de-whoop, bam. So, you know what I mean, that kind of starts it off. And he basically finds, he flies and he just jumps out the window and gets into the little pod and try to get it programmed to see the last place he went and everything and shit. Like, he hijacks with one Saiyan still in there, and just like a puny ass Saiyan. Like, he don't look like, he's not a warrior at all. You feel? He just has a tail. He's on the planet. Right. He's like the cat that's like valeting cars, like on the fucking king of like Planet Vegeta and shit.
He's
like
Beta.
Yeah, he's like
Beta Saiyan, bro.
For real. Like, he needs a moon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he's one of them. You feel me? Like. And they eventually
Krillin could probably whoop his ass.
Pretty much. You feel me?
Yeah, that's one thing I do know from Dragon Ball Z, bro. I know Krillin dies all the fucking time. Always gets his ass whooped. Man, was the first one to get
man. But I tell you who don't die. Broly. But what ended up happening is they go to the remote planet and they end up finding Broly. And this cat, it takes a minute to find the dude, but this cat, they end up finding this dude already eating like one of the living creatures on that planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're looking at like all the, and then these creatures are like freaking like, like 5'11", you know what I'm saying? So like, probably that, but like 500, like these are like, just imagine like big, tall, like, you know, like a big tall, like, but like heck of claws and like lobster, like, just, you know what I'm saying, type tentacle, like, you know what I'm saying, like the full 9, you know what I mean? Like, he was eating them niggas, you know what I'm saying, before they even got there, you know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know in general, you know, where his power level was, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that all he needed to do was get angry, you know what I mean? Like bam, 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 it's done. Like, now I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta eat something. Like, I was like, bruh. So it started off on that type of note. I was like, damn, like, okay, like, so that got my attention. Like, okay, I'm fucking with this. They gonna make the Broly name. You feel me? They gonna take it there. You feel me? The fight scenes was pretty dope. Yeah. The fight scenes was ill. Oh, Vegeta when he hit the God form though, so natural like. Yeah. Cause you gotta remember he hit it before Goku did. You know what I'm saying? Like, Goku had to cheat and get it. You feel me? Like, Vegeta did it naturally. You know, he worked it. Like, he didn't transform or nothing. Like, he just. And it was there. It was like, I just liked the way he just
hit the God switch. Y'all niggas
just on the switch though. I was like, okay, that's ill. I like Lord, that's new. I like that's new. I like that's new.
So Broly's basically the only Saiyan that can take out this creature from this other planet. So that's kind of like the plot, right?
Like, the plot is basically just Broly can't be beat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's like a
that's
Kuma,
always
right?
That's always been like the, you know, you just can't beat that motherfucker. Like, but in this movie, other than the last movie, it's not a whole bunch of all the warriors come together to beat him like the last one. So it's only like pretty much Vegeta, Goku, even Frieza gets in the midst. You know what I'm saying? Which don't matter because he just gets his ass beat. Which is very entertaining, you know what I'm saying? Because, dude, the way Broly fights, like, he's like, he don't even fight the way Vegeta and Goku fight, you know what I mean? Because, like, just the way he grew up, you know what I mean? Like, on the planet that he was on, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a different type of cat. Like, the way he fights Goku, the way he's beating Goku's ass, like, this dude is grabbing his legs and swinging them and swinging them and swinging them and grabbing him by his head and, like, and just throwing him and charging through, like, bricks of ice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dude, and he's massive, bro. Yeah. He looks like 6 Vegetas, bro. Yeah. I'm like, why is he that big, bro? You already a Saiyan, bro. Like, he shouldn't be this big.
I'm an ancient warrior tribe, bruh.
Like,
I'm
bro,
not even the biggest of my kind, probably.
dude. And they had a scene on there where he spit a beam out his mouth, bro. I was like, dude, he is the GOAT. I was like, bro, he spit a green beam out his mouth at dude, bro. Like, Goku was like, bro, what are you doing? Goku just sitting there like, why? He's like, why are you doing this? And then they had the one scene where like you thought you knew he was done powering up. So you was like, okay, so this probably gonna be like how they view the max of like the new Broly, and then he powered up again.
Right.
And I was like, this. And it was like he like ripped something out like I don't know. It was like it came out the sky or something. Like when he powered up, it was like he ripped something from like the bottom of like the planet, from the top of the planet, like, and it just came in this one area, which is him, and then he just took off. I was like, and what ended up happening was Frieza, he started thinking of when he first seen Goku turn Saiyan. He started thinking how he killed Krillin.
Right, yeah.
And what he did was he killed his pops. And he made sure he told he's like he got hit with a stray beam with the bam, so he saw his pops and he just started tripping, and then Goku's looking like no. Goku just started tripping. Goku's like, no, bro, he's like, nah, bro, I don't need this. Bro.
I don't need this in my life, bro.
Goku's like,
I don't need this in my life.
Goku's like, bro, I don't need this, bro. Like, why did you know, bro? Like, and that was it. That was it. And then his form was just the way they drew that. You can't make that up, bro. Toriyama did his thing, bro.
This Broly nigga sounds like God's God. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga
Pretty
that
much.
You thought was the nigga, like he's the one.
They had to actually fuse, you know what I'm saying, and do with the little and do the little dance and shit. Like they had to actually, you know what I'm saying, like fuse to actually like put up a fight with Cat. And that's when it got to the point where like they actually came up with a solution. Like this is gonna be like the Cat that's gonna actually, if they need to tame Broly, like it's gonna be like the fusion and do like, which I guess that's gonna be like how they rate the new Broly's like power, you feel me? Because they made it like he was gonna pretty much like kill Broly until like somebody pretty much saved him with the Dragon Balls or some shit, you feel me? But you know, you'll see it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it ended up being pretty ill because the fighting was dope. They actually had a scene where they broke like the universe when they was fighting.
Right, yeah.
Like it actually split because of what they was like, the power level they was on, you know what I'm saying, and what they was hitting each other with. Like I'm talking about, bruh, like straight broke like Goku shit, like, and the universe just split.
Right.
I was like, dude, who is doing this, bro? Like, and then it just came back together and it just broke again. I was like, bruh.
I'm hearing in you with the spirit of the earth or whatever.
I'm like, dude, and it like the way it happens is like broken glass. It's just bah. I'm like, dude, this is ill, bro. You definitely gotta check that out. That Broly.
That sounds ill, dog.
Definitely gotta check that out. You even got Whis and Beerus in the flick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in there. Hey, even Whis even dodged some shots from Broly. You know what I mean? Because you know, I mean, technically can't fight Whis. I mean, hell, Whis is training Beerus. I mean, you know what I mean? So he's even in there like, oh, can't catch me. Oh, can't catch me. You know what I mean? Frieza's not dodging anything. He's just getting his ass beat.
Getting served.
When you actually see the movie and see what Frieza wishes with the Dragon Balls, or even what tries to wish with the Dragon Balls, you're gonna laugh out loud. You're gonna be like, word, this is what it came to? Like, your problem is deep. I'm telling you, when you see what Frieza tries to wish, it's like, wow, like they broke something in you. Like, like you done got low. Like he has a new to you see where his hate with the Saiyans is. Like, it's like, yeah, like he needs a
point
side.
That he's irrational.
Yeah, for real, man. Like,
completely irrational.
it's like, man, he's always gonna be that snake in the grass. Like, it's like once you get super comfortable, it's like he's planning something, bro. He's a snake, bro. But it gets very interesting, though. You definitely gonna love that broadly, but we gonna leave on that note and give that review.
Everybody out there, let them know what you think of the fucking movie, y'all. Cause like I said, he might have something that differs from y'all. He says he said he thinks it's ill. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like I'm years behind on the Dragon Ball Z.
Except the Bardock part, you know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be a part, you know. That's gonna be, you know. And then they kind of made it seem like he just kind of thought that Frieza was gonna destroy the planet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, because you know there's an actual story of Bardock. You know what I'm saying? Where he actually gets the memory, and they had to fight on that one planet with a dude where they could kind of like show you visions and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, y'all know it if y'all seen it. You know what I'm saying? But in this, it was just kind of rushing it a little bit. You know what I mean? And they try to make sense of it. You know what I mean? Because Frieza was kind of inviting all the Saiyans to the planet, like he was trying to tell them something. He wanted all the Saiyans to be on one planet so he could tell them all at the same time. And then Bardock was kind of iffy, like it's like, why all of us is like, you know what I'm saying, like we got like top
warriors, bruh.
Yeah, he's like the top of the tops, you know what I'm saying, like everybody is here though, you know what I'm saying, when they should be. Sounds
like the fucking warriors, dog.
Yeah, like
when Cyrus gathered everybody together and they're like, yo, bruh, I don't know about
that
this,
right?
Dog. Like, we got all these niggas here right now,
right?
Like, this don't seem right, bro.
Bardock was like, oh no, bro, this just don't seem right. Like they just kind of had him just like kind of whatever. And then I kind of like that you get to see Goku's mom. You feel me? I like that.
Pretty cool.
That was pretty ill. I like that, and I liked how they did the outfits. You know what I'm saying, with the Saiyan women and shit. That was pretty dope. You know what I mean? She was still a warrior too, but you know she was taking care of Goku. You know what I'm saying, at the house and shit. You know what I mean? So she was tripping because Bardock was trying to be like, yo, we gotta send the kid off and shit.
She wasn't a sucker like Obama who just hopped on the rich nigga dick. You know what I'm saying? Just hopped on the rich nigga dick, but I dig it.
She'll beat the fuck out of Obama, like.
Y'all gotta let homie know, cause I'm saying I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people out there that fuck with Dragon Ball Z that can definitely, you know what I'm saying, get with you on that.
Let me know.
What I'm saying? Cause I'm a novice, you know what I'm saying. I don't have that much history or knowledge of this shit. But like you're throwing shit at me, it's like, bruh, I'm like picturing it of my little bit that I know of from Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, okay, bruh, this shit sounds super heavy. You know what I'm saying? Considering everything that's already happened in Dragon Ball Z, so I'm gonna have to get on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do it in order, so like I got some catching up to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump the gun.
That's for real. That's for real. Definitely let me know what you guys think about that, man. Definitely let me know and be real about it, man. Let me know.
Word. I guess the only thing I can counter with that I've watched recently, that I've been watching a whole bunch, which I guess I'll just bring up just for the fuck of it. Sonic for Hire, cause
Sonic for Hire, just man.
Shout out to whoever it is that makes that cartoon. Y'all animation skills are off the charts when it comes to the 8-bit, 16-bit, all that. That's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking ill.
It's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
I say if you're a fan of Adult Swim humor, you know what I'm saying, and like this type of stuff that used to be on Adult Swim, you know what I'm saying, like Sonic for Hire is definitely for you. It's on YouTube. That's the only place I know where to see it. They might have it on the website somewhere, but I'm not sure. But yeah, like it's funny as fuck. It's basically like the plot of it is basically it's Sonic. You know, everybody know who Sonic is. Sonic and Tails, Sonic and Knuckles, all that. But yeah, so the plot of it is, since you know what I'm saying, since PS4 and all this is out, he's basically out of work now. He's basically broken out of work. So now I guess he's Tails is supposedly getting him jobs in like different games so he can then be able to get money and pay bills and shit, and like Sonic's just being a complete dick to everybody. He's just being an asshole to everybody, and he's just punking Tails the whole time. It's funny as fuck, man. Like I said, if you like
the Cobra Kai story with this dude.
I showed him a little bit, and I told my bro right here that cartoon is the reason I can't take Dr. Robotnik serious anymore. Like legit. Like legit, they got him in his fucking underwear and socks. He's like, hey, all my all my little robots.
When you first showed me that shit, I already knew I was in love with that shit. Like, it was just way too polished. Just way.
I didn't even get him to the part where fucking Knuckles is the fucking owner of the of Burger Time. If you ever played NES, there's fucking a game called Burger Time, and he's the fucking owner of the restaurant. He didn't even get to that. So it's a whole bunch of shit on that. I ain't gonna tell you all the shit that it's about, but it gets funny as fuck. Wow. It's really, really, really funny.
I'm definitely gonna catch up on it my damn self. I already know. So
yeah, that shit is mad funny. I watch that shit all the time. So the name of it is Sonic, like the game Sonic for Hire.
For
real. It's funny as hell. So go check that out.
Graphics, everything's on point. You know what I mean? And you will definitely enjoy it. I've already enjoyed it. I just got through watching it for the first time. You know what I mean?
It already showed a few games from like childhood. What was it? Fucking Sonic, obviously. Fucking Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Word.
Fucking Mike Tyson Punch Out. Like one of them on there. Yeah. That I definitely remember. That brought me back. He fucks with Oregon Trail. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody out there that you know what I'm saying, that went to school around the same time I did, you definitely played Oregon Trail in school. You know what I'm saying? So like he makes fun of that shit too. So it's goddamn hilarious, bro. But yeah.
Cause I'm definitely gonna look it up. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm definitely on it. Y'all seen a couple of things, you know what I mean? And you know, of course, a couple of you guys, you know, might be a fan of, you know, Street Fighter game. They definitely have influences, and it's definitely if you got a nice sense of humor, you like gaming, you know what I mean? Like real classic gaming, you know what I mean? Like,
all the classic ones that you think of, Street Fighter,
and if you went to like a real genuine good show, man, you gonna really fuck with it, man. It's Sonic for Hire, man. Fuck with it.
Definitely, man. So yeah,
fuck with it.
For sure, man.
Get into some music or something.
Yes, man. Let's do that for sure. Let's do that. That's what this shit is all about, right? Fucking music, bruh.
That's what it's all about, man. That's how it all tied together, like.
So, I guess I got the shit written down. Okay, let me ask you something, nigga. This is the real big question. Big L or Biggie Smalls? Yeah, which one? I ain't gonna say which one is better, because you know, like that's
for real.
You know what I'm saying? That's always debatable.
That's
you know what
for real.
saying?
Like you really gotta choose your words wisely.
You know
like we got some
straight
real.
up. I don't wanna hurt no one feeling out
if
there.
y'all fans like me, I can only imagine. Like even if you get anything close to that or more, man, I definitely gonna watch my words.
Y'all don't want nobody.
But I'm definitely gonna give my opinion too.
Hey, y'all want nobody hit me up. I ain't a fan of you no more, Jay. Cause what you said about Big L or Biggie, fuck all that. Man, you completely disrespect. You don't know hip hop.
Man, I'm trying to remember the song Big L did when he was saying he was the son of the devil. I'm trying to remember which one was that.
I don't know. It's like ringing in my head, but I really don't know, bro. I vaguely remember hearing something about that.
That's always been like my. I don't know.
It's a few Big L songs that I go to as far as like when I want to listen to Big L's. One of them, like for me, it's called Casualties of a Dice Game. And like that one, just because he's like telling the story, but he's doing it and he's doing it perfectly. And he doesn't have to be so simplistic.
Word.
You know what I mean? He's actually doing it.
It's like butter though. You know what I'm saying? Like with Big L, I don't know.
Melted butter, bruh.
It's like it's kind of damn. Like why did I get up in? How did I find myself in this question? Like,
we all have to ask ourselves that as hip hop heads, bro.
Word.
Think about that stuff.
Word. The thing with a Big L is, man, I just really wish, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, he was around, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot longer.
I think we all do, bro.
Yeah.
We all wish. I always say that. Like, I wonder what Big L would sound like right now.
I actually had a weird thought the other day. I was high as fuck, and I was like, man, if two cats were to be into, you know what I mean, in they exact prime, you know what I'm saying, like doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, like who would they, you know what I'm saying, would they fuck with each other, you know what I'm saying, who would it be, you know what I'm saying, like I just think of random shit like that, cause I just, you know what I mean, like I'm just weirdo, but I was like, man, I think fucking Big L, you know what I'm saying, his prime really fucked with Регулар in his prime,
so?
you know what I'm saying? Like, forget all that, like, West Oakland, that, you know what I'm saying? Forget all that, I said West Oakland, forget all that East Coast, West Coast shit, you know what I mean? Like, they'll probably be, you know what I'm saying, like Riot, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'll be some good music, though,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if y'all already know how we feel about Ṛegulār, so if you don't, go peep the last podcast, bro.
man, like, I'm talking about, like, in the same form, though, you know what I mean? Same prime, you feel me? Like, I bet they would actually fuck with each other, you feel me? Like, they'd probably be skeptical, you know what I'm saying, at first, you know what I mean? But they'd probably, like, fuck with each other.
Word. Nah, I can see that. Well, possibly. Who knows?
I'm just looking at mindsets, you know what I mean? As far as, like, what I've heard from both cats, you know what I mean? I think they would probably actually fuck with each other, you know what I mean? Like, on some music.
They both hood as fuck.
I'm like,
They both hood.
bro.
That's funny.
Man, but
Draco and Big L, that's funny.
freaking Biggie, man, like that cat right there.
Well, I've learned personally, just as a artist myself and like a lyricist and like a person that really likes schemes and likes different, like, I don't know what's the word I want. I like saying rhythm or melodic, but you know the way you connect your words and how you connect everything to everything. Biggie is one of those people that I learned from, along with A Tribe Called Quest.
Definitely.
They kind of taught me how to maneuver the words, like swinging. There you go. How to swing on the beat.
Yeah, that's for real. That's for real.
You know what I mean? Cause like, you know, a lot of
he
people.
had that tonation too.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
The way he hit
exactly.
it too. He hit it just so perfect. You know what I mean?
First things first. I pop.
Yeah, it was like I rap and this is how you do it. You know what I mean? Like this is the the format for the shit. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's only a few cats that really had like that smooth you know what I'm saying, flow. There was a lot of cats out there that had crazy flows, but you know what I'm saying? His was definitely, you know what I'm saying, up to par, and I really like was.
I would definitely gotta take Big L though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, oh well, thumbs up for 21 if y'all think Big L, and I'm probably gonna have to say Biggie Smalls, man.
Word.
But you know what's weird? Like, now that I think about it, they kind of, well, I ain't gonna say this, I might be wrong, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They had like almost around the same amount of workout when they died. Like, cause as far as I know, like Big L had what, 2 albums?
Word.
2, 3? I think.
I only knew about 2 albums.
Yeah. And Biggie only had 2 albums. Ready to Die, Life After Death. You know what I mean? And like they both made they stamp on the game with just those 2 jumps. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's all they needed though.
Like I said, so if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, please. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to actually get my facts right on this. But yeah, Biggie. And I think the only reason I say Biggie is because like I've heard way more Biggie coming up, and you know what I'm saying, within adulthood. Like I heard a lot more Biggie than I heard Big L. But I never speak a bad word about Big L. Big L was a fucking beast, bro. One of the greatest of all time, forever. But Biggie Smalls, like I said, I've actually learned from him, and I actually pulled from the book of Biggie. You know what I'm saying? To actually try to better myself as an MC, so I can. And one more chance to breathe. That's the reason I started rapping. That is it's my favorite Biggie song of all time, and it proves what I'm saying about the way.
Papa and Puff.
No, that's Hypnotized. No, I'm talking about that's my shit. No. But yeah, Biggie, just one of those dudes that, like I said, just the way he flows. And like I said, and you said the voice to match with it, with the deep voice, with the inflections. I'm like, man, that man was
like so close to perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was just, you had to lay on to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I watched the documentary about Biggie called Bigger Than Life, I think. Something like that. But yeah, they talk about like Biggie, and they said like, yeah, like he was kind of like how they say Jay-Z does, like doesn't write his shit, writes it in his head. Yeah. That's basically how Biggie used to rap. So it was like almost a freestyle. So I'm like, yeah, just saying with Big L, he can do the same thing. So that's I guess real. Like, yeah, that's an homage to both of them cats, bro. They were like both lyrically gifted. Man. You know what I'm saying? Out the ass. So man,
that's definitely a different time, man.
So I guess it's hashtag Team J, hashtag Team 21. Man. Hashtag Team J for Biggie Smalls. For Big Papa. Hashtag 21's
Big L.
For Big L.
Big L.
Big L.
Man, that cat right there, man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, since we doing this versus that, man, I'm gonna bring up two of my favorite groups of all time. I want to see what you think of this. Outkast versus UGK.
Damn.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Pimp C. Let me say that before I even say anything, man. That's what.
Definitely.
Man, people
Definitely gotta hold on.
There's people out here that always bring up this question about like, or I've seen it on the internet all the time about if you could bring back any rapper, who would it be? And they always like pictures of rappers. I always say it's either three people.
I wish I could do some libation right now, but I'm just gonna have to tote.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Like I said, I always say R.I.P. Pimp C, but I always say it'll be three people I'll bring back. If it ain't Tupac, it's Mac Dre. If it ain't Mac Dre, it's Pimp C. It's Pimp C. Those are like it's almost damn near in that order. I ain't gonna say that though, because you have to have either one of those people back.
Man.
It'll be ill for me. But yeah, I've grown to respect for Pimp
I just
C.
wish I knew more about it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I dug more into UGK. You know what I'm saying? Like
I did when I grew a little older, bro. Like when I got a little paper and I was able to go like. Ask anyone, bro. I used to have a car full of fucking CDs. Like if we popped my trunk, it was nothing but CDs in my trunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like
they just made you want to be there wherever they was or whatever they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, man, I want to fuck with y'all niggas, man.
Like I said, that's another person I watch documentaries on. Which I have like grew like a respect for Pimp C and like I understood what he was coming from. Like when he was like so when he raps, I understand exactly why he's doing what he's doing. So it's like okay. No, that's why you so ill. That's probably why you one of the best niggas like that, because you actually was making a point. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember he was one of the niggas that said fuck hip hop. I actually heard it with my own 2 ears. You know what I'm saying? He said fuck hip hop, and then he explained why. Because he said like, y'all go look up Pimp C. I ain't gonna get into all that. Y'all actually go peep Pimp C.
I actually read somewhere with Pimp C where he actually got a song. I forget the name of it. Where he was trying to squash all the
knocking
southern.
those down, bro.
Yeah,
knocking those down. Yeah,
knocking those down.
That's the first thing he did when he got out of jail. I think so.
You know what I mean? Trying to get folks, you know what I'm saying, see the bigger picture of you know what the South is really doing. You know what I mean?
He said somehow I feel, bro. Like he basically was telling them this, all the niggas that was beefing in Texas and the South and stuff. He was basically telling them like, bro, it's too much money out here, and we all got too much money ourselves for us to be this mad with each other. We should not be fighting amongst each other like that, bro.
That's for real, man.
Like,
Cause it's a lot of talent out there. It's a lot of history in the South. You feel me? Real shit. A lot of our history in the South. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like all through
a lot of our grandparents came from the South.
Word.
Straight up.
Word, man. Pimp C was not playing though.
I love Pimp C, man. That was one of the people I bring back.
R.I.P. man.
But then on the flip side, we got still one of the greatest living MCs of all time, Andre 3 Stacks.
Word.
Andre 3 Stacks.
You already know who that is. I mean,
that man is cold, bro. Like that's another good storyteller, bro.
Yeah.
That's another good poet storyteller, man.
Definitely up there with the storytellers. His mind, of course, is just out there. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid of it being out there.
You know what's weird? I slowly started, as I got older, to understand like some of the outlandish shit he was doing. Like not really, I ain't gonna say I understood like, hey, I understand why you wearing that, but like I understood like, okay, that's just you expressing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You putting what's in here out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, being spontaneous and not being scared to be who you want to be and wear what you want to wear and say what you want to say. And like that's why your raps are so fucking colorful.
Bro,
your raps are just as colorful as what you wear, dog.
They was from that Dudgeon family, man. They just from a different cloth, man. Like,
absolutely.
I think my favorite Outkast song is probably gonna have to be Southern Playalistic from the Southern Playalistic album.
Yeah. Man,
I just like where it was just something else.
I think that was Andre before he went before he started being 3 Stacks.
Yeah, that was still Gangsta Andre.
Yeah, that was Andre with the Kango.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be gangsta no more.
I remember that. Yeah,
I just want to be Andre. Like
it's a toss up, man. For me, when it comes to a favorite Outkast song, it's between AT Aliens because I love that. That's another one of them songs from back in the day. Like when you mentioned Mac 10. Like back last week, that's one of those songs that I heard back in those days when I first heard it. I was
like, he said AT Aliens.
That shit is so fire. That shit is so clean. I was in love with that shit. I thought and another one is between that one and Rosa Parks. That shit is that was some of the funkiest shit I ever heard, dog. That was cool. No, I say yeah, nah. Rosa Parks, I heard that one like more than I heard AT Alien. So like that one was kind of like made me know who Outkast was. That was one of the first Outkast songs I ever heard.
AT Alien, you know definitely. Man, that's historic right there. And the thing with their albums, it was like, bro, like, okay, this is they, you know what I'm saying? This is where it's gonna end. This is the peak, you know what I mean? And then they just drop something, you know what I'm saying? That's just out there. You feel me? Like they just never was done. Right. You know what I mean? Like, like, do they really need to drop any more work? You know what I mean? I mean, their stuff is too timeless. It's too everything is way too timeless. It's like when Lauryn Hill dropped, you know what I mean, Miseducation. Like, does she need to drop anything else after that? Like, it's already timeless. Like, that's it.
Well, she was already written in stone, like around like Fuji line and shit.
Exactly.
So, like, cause like I was telling my mom the other day, I was like, yo, like the reason she was the shit is because she was the full package. She could rap, sing, and she could play an instrument. And she could write her own raps and like, bruh, what the fuck did she say? See Hoochie's pop coochie for Lucci and Gucci found me your mom Mitsubishi and sushi bumping Fuji. I was like, that shit is too ill, cuz she's too slick, bro.
And she would play with,
and, you know what's weird? And then like the thing about that is like she was just saying Lucci, Uchi, but it's like all of that made sense. Hoochie's pop coochie for Gucci and Lucci, like bruh. But find me in my Mitsubishi and sushi bumping Fuji's, like bruh. That's some shit that damn near I would write, like legit, like that's something that I would personally write myself if I were to do a song. It's like bruh.
Right.
Salute to you. That's why I hold Lauren in high regard, because I knew she can actually sing and she can spit some bars. She can drop some shit, bruh.
Y'all already know about Lauren, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But definitely, I would probably have to pick Outkast.
Once again,
you know
Team 21, hashtag Team 21 for Outkast, hashtag Team J for UGK, man.
Man,
I love some UGK, man.
It was like, I'm just so thankful that they actually, you know, put something in, you know what I'm saying, in the engine, you know what I'm saying, it gave us something to just, you know what I mean, like, damn, we could really look back on, like, a lot of this shit.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? That's just one of them people, whether it's an actor or a musician or whatever, you just real thankful for what they do, you know what I'm saying, at this moment of time, you feel me, that you could suck it in, you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure we're all thankful that both of those groups got to come together on one song for International Players Anthem.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is like, also a classic.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, got it in my phone right now.
You want to hear some funny shit about that song? I don't know if everybody noticed or not. I might just be repeating some shit.
Without a rubber.
Like,
Get on top of the cover.
What it on the dresser?
Drive a compressor. More like the lesser.
Man, alright.
You know what's funny? Like, he said that that song was originally a Project Pat song. That was actually his song, and it was just called Choose You. And I think they said it was out and everything. It was on the radio and everything. But I think Pimp C said he heard the beat while he was in jail, and he was like, "The first thing I'm gonna do when I get out, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna do that beat, bro. Don't change nothing on it." And he said he came over and dropped that shit, bro.
That's what's up.
I was like, "Man, that's pretty fucking ill, man." That's fucking boss, bro. And you think he said DJ Paul said 3-6 Mafia was supposed to get on that song too.
Ooh.
But he said, he actually said, he's like, I'm so happy that we stepped away and let Outkast do that.
Wow, that's for real.
He was like, bro, because that came out way better than I thought it would have.
Man,
that shit was awesome, man.
It was just, man, it was exactly from the beginning to the end, just on point.
Top notch, bro. Top notch hip hop right there, bro. Beautiful. From the South too, bro. And people used to talk shit about the South that them niggas can't rap, they ain't got no stuff, bro. Like, you can't, there's not a place you can't go where you can't play that song, bro.
That's for real.
East, West, North, South, anywhere you can play that shit, bro.
Man, I apologize, but I was like, once he starts talking, this is like, oh shit.
Peninsula, maybe. It make no sense. I know crazy. And I've always pushed caskets in my legs from big spaceships. Don't come equipped with rear-view mirrors.
The atmosphere is now ripped.
Sort of like a pimp. I'm glad it's night.
And I just like how Big Boy just was like, he just like everybody was all hyped up and he just
that's my second favorite verse, bro. Like a lot of people like Andre's. For me, first is Pimp, Cause Pimp came in talking that shit, but no, I actually like, cause I looked up the words to Big Boy part, cause I knew he was talking some shit. Cause it's gonna get better. What up, Papa? Your father, she's supposed to spit it on that baby, but he see me though. That father, that's all you could stop.
To a rocket.
Hey, send it into outer space, you know you good. Plus she paying your 20K today. That bitch is eating good. What the fuck did he say?
Everybody was so turned, and then his shit just calmed down, like the beat and everything just calmed down. But
but tricking and I don't.
Right.
That's enough to make it rain even more.
Oh shit! The kid is on.
That shit was so lit, bro. Yes, bro. I said he had my second favorite verse, bro. I don't know. I feel like I'm a fucking hippie at heart, bro. I like I knew people was like in love with Andre 3000's verse, bro. I knew, it is a fucking amazing verse, no question. But I strictly was like, did y'all hear Big Boy though? Big Boy was going up, dude. Like that nigga was going up.
Shout out to that cat, man.
Yes,
I know our
indeed.
folks, you know what I'm saying? Think about the NFL right now, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, that dude did do his thing, you know what I'm saying, at the, you know what I mean, at the Super Bowl, you feel me? We was all like, damn, is he gonna bring out Andre though?
Yeah.
Is he gonna sneak in Andre?
Yeah. Look, you know, that's kind of like the thing though, when people so used to you being like a worldwide name like that, when they see one of you, they always expect the other person to come out, unless they know that y'all don't like each other.
For real.
Unless y'all are like known enemies.
Definitely a good look for him on that.
Absolutely. Shit, since we were talking about video games, I got a good one for you. N64 versus PS1. Yeah, man, but I'm biased as fuck on this one though. Cause I had a PlayStation 1 coming up, man, but my cousin had an N64, so I knew a few games from the N64. That's
exactly my story too, you know what I mean, which is crazy, you know what I mean? The PS1 was definitely my first system.
Well, it wasn't my first system, but it was definitely it was up there.
It was like, I guess I can say my first system was a Sega, but it wasn't really. It was just that it was at my pop's house. My pops had a Sega, you know what I'm saying? It was the only system I could play, you feel me? Like, so that's how I play like Mortal Kombat and like Street Fighter, Sonic, and a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like
Dynamite Heady.
Word. But moms actually got me a PlayStation. You feel me? So I was like,
got mine for Christmas.
Word. But the thing about N64 though, that was at a time where like it was kind of like it just changed the format, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Like when N64 came, that was the game.
You know what kind of
like the graphics, everything on all the games, like was just perfect.
You know what made it better though? Like to me, the fact that it had 4 controllers.
Yeah.
The fact that the game was so dope and it had all these games and you have 4 controllers. But you know, PlayStation had that too, but you had to buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think you can play up to 8 people, but like N64 came with 4 controllers, or it came with 4 players. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was one thing that put the N64 over PlayStation. But the PlayStation was still my fucking wave, son.
Definitely the wave, you know what I'm saying?
Grand Theft Auto. That was where I first gained my love for Grand Theft Auto. If you an OG like me, then you know Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2.
You already know.
Back in the day was
I actually
tops.
played Grand Theft Auto 2 more than I did 1.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Grand Theft Auto 2, I don't know. A lot of y'all niggas listening probably not even familiar with Grand Theft Auto 2. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
were you gonna be one character?
Y'all like, wait, 2? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Dog. Well, y'all thought it just started at 5? I thought GTA just started at 5.
They thought it started at San Andreas. That's what they thought it started at. They thought that was like the first Grand Theft Auto. They was this is tight, bro. Y'all ain't told me about this. What are you talking about?
And I promised my cousin I'd call him out on this one day. I'm like, bruh, he used to laugh at me when I played Grand Theft Auto 2 because it's overhead view.
Yeah.
So it's like, so the people look small.
I hear that
shit.
Overhead view.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only camera view. There was no other camera view, bro.
Right.
So you couldn't. There was no first person view, nothing like that. You know what I'm I'm saying? So he used to laugh at me when he saw the game I was playing. Like,
which means it was a lot smoother to change your car, you feel me, and dip, you know what I mean?
Like, but that's what I told him, like, bro, what other game do you know where you can hop in the car, any car you want, swerve off, get into a police chase, hop out the car and run away or shoot at the police? What other game can you do both of those things in?
That's
bro?
for real. All that was on PlayStation.
Right.
All that was on PlayStation.
Right, bruh.
I first got introduced, you know what I'm saying, to Grand Theft Auto 2. I saw my cousin, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She locked up right now, you know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I was young, you feel me? And I walked in her room, you feel me? And she was playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, you playing this on PlayStation? Like, you feel me? I'm like, hold on, this a game? Like, and I'm like, yo, let me play with you. Like, nah, you can't play this with you. And I'm like, and she just back there, you know what I'm saying, listen to her music and playing. I'm like, I ain't seen no commercial for this or nothing. Like, but she really just playing it before my eyes, and that just blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? So. And then they actually got on the one that I had on the GTA 2 game disc, where you could turn it from the back, and it tells you that the Grand Theft Auto 3 game is coming out soon. You feel me? And it got the graphics on the back of the CD.
Wait, on the actual CD or on the back of the
actual, not the CD, but the actual case.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And it shows you like the pictures of where you actually see a dude holding, you know what I'm saying, some shit, you know what I'm saying, like a bazooka, you know what I'm saying. You actually see a dude with a Uzi, you know what I mean?
I think I might actually have the case of the shit.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah, go ahead. But that's definitely PlayStation was one of the games that when it hit, it was already prepared, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how we all want to, you know, be in life, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we got everything ready. And, you got it right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got it right there.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
There that motherfucker goes.
Say it's covered out and everything on PlayStation 2.
Yes, indeed.
You have to say all that. Damn, that's crazy.
Maybe see, like, when I
remember the commercial for that and everything.
Bro, legendary.
Word.
Every gamer out there remembers that commercial.
Who remembers the commercial for Grand Theft Auto 3?
You'll be amazed.
I'll give you time. We're gonna give him time. We're gonna give him time to speak.
Yes.
Like, who remembers the Grand Theft Auto 3 commercial? I still remember the commercial though, like the song and everything. Like, I'm like, they're gonna go to jail. Like, why are they just throwing this out? Like, they could just throw this out on the TV. Like, you feel me? Like, I remember seeing this. Like, I'm getting that, or I'm playing that some way, somehow. Like, I need it. Like, it's candy. You feel me?
I vividly remember that commercial.
PlayStation was
like seeing it over and over again, bro.
It was like, dude, like everybody had a PlayStation at that point. It was like, why didn't you not have a PlayStation?
Yeah, man. But
it definitely came prepared, bro.
When I
shit
first,
like that.
This one, Grand Theft Auto 2, I actually R.I.P. Blockbuster, by the way. I actually rented it by accident. I didn't really know, cause like like when I'm speaking to the '90s kids. Okay,
do it.
Y'all remember those days when you used to go to Blockbuster, but you always went, but I guess you went an hour or two after all the other kids that got out of school. So when you went to the store, it was none of the games that you originally wanted to get. You was like, oh, next time I'm gonna go get a Mortal Kombat. It was there last time I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get Outrunners. I'm gonna go get this. I'm gonna go get that. Right? So you plan on the game that you gonna get because you saw it the last time you was there. So like none of those games was there. And then I was like, I want a car game. And then I just looked on the little side right there, on the little side of the box, and it said Grand Theft Auto.
Wow. But
it said auto. So I was like, okay, automatically I know that's cars. So I was like, okay, let me grab that. I went home, put it on, and I was like, okay, I'm not in the car, I'm walking around. Then I started playing it, and I'm like, oh, a gun? Whoa, I can shoot bullet. I can get, oh, shit, this game is too lit. This game is automatically the shit, bro. Cause like I said, this is the first time I ever played a game where you can do both of those things. Like I said, it's usually either or. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a game where you mostly outside the car, they'll have one level where you can get in the car.
Man,
you know
I think it's safe to say we're gonna just probably go with PlayStation.
Man, but see, we haven't even made a case for N64 though.
That's true.
Because I've actually played N64, bro. No mercy. WrestleMania, Legend of Zelda, cuz Smash Bros, Kirby, bro, Star Fox.
You're taking me there. You're taking me there.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, Tony
Mario
Hawk.
64.
I first played Tony Hawk Pro Skater
I just
on
had an
N64.
argument about Tony Hawk game. You know what I'm saying? So I already know Tony Hawk game.
That was the first. I played the first time I played the first Tony Hawk. I played on N64.
Folks, I was actually looking forward to Tony Hawk games when it was coming out.
Yes, man.
That was some dope shit,
yes,
bro.
Indeed,
you can't,
man.
folks. You can't just let a game you can't just let the Tony Hawk games just kind of get lost with the wind like they didn't happen. You feel me? Like games like that and like I forget the snowboard game that I really was fucking with on PlayStation 1.
It wasn't Cool Borders. Not Shaun White. Was it Shaun White?
It was something, but
Cool Borders, SSX.
It probably was Cool Borders. No, I think it might have been SSX.
That was PS2.
Yeah.
That's PS2.
Okay.
That was one of the first games that came out on PS2.
Word. But definitely with fucking PS1. I mean, not PS, but definitely with
N64.
I definitely want to go into Mario 64 though. Because
man.
that was the game right there, you feel me? Like I want to go to my cousin's house, you dig me, you know what I'm saying, just to play that thing, you know what I mean? Like that was the first like 3D Mario, like I was like, yo, this is on like some other type.
I didn't play it until like super later, but anybody that's a fan of my music, for y'all don't know that we actually do music. If y'all then y'all know that my song Harmony 64 is from the load screen in Mario 64. I heard that back when I was a kid, before I even knew I wanted to rap, dog. Before I even knew I wanted to do any music, anything like that, I heard that thing and I was like, this will make a dope beat. Bro. You can make a dope beat to that. You know what I'm saying? Legit, bro. So like, that's why I say we gotta make a case for N64 because there's definitely some gems in there, dog. Definitely. No question.
Definitely with Mario 64, man. Just I always remember just the fact that you could actually grab Bowser, you know what I mean, and swing
around.
You know what I'm saying? That was something that was real dope. You know what I mean? Just a lot of stuff they could make you do. It was real open. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the first kind of open game I kind of seen. I mean, that wasn't like online. Already like a computer game. You know what I'm saying? Already like a game you got to get on a computer and play or something. You know what I mean? Like. So I was like, okay, this is ill, you know what I mean? Like I would really see my older cousins really like be up all night playing this shit. Like it would really be in the hand, you know what I'm saying? Like
for sure, man. You know the game that made me want an N64? GoldenEye, bro. That was the game that made me want to get an N64.
GoldenEye is one of the Mount Rushmore shooter games.
Ever, dog.
Ever.
No question, man.
GoldenEye 007.
Bruh, that
64.
Which Call of Duty, that was our Call of Duty back in the day, for sure, bruh. Almost everything y'all can do in Call of Duty, you could have did in 007. Man, they had just as many weapons, damn near just as many weapons. Man, they had a whole bunch of characters. They had like a storyline. They had that like took forever.
All the characters.
They had cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? Shit
Bro,
like that.
When cheat codes was up, if you had that game,
dog. It turned into some funny shit, bro. Get the paintballs, with big heads.
That game was definitely. I could play that now.
Yeah,
I could play that now. I like getting the cat with the hat, the Asian dude with the hat, the bigger cat.
No, not Oddjob.
Big dude that could throw his hat and shit. I don't know. I forget his name, little Asian dude.
I only got to play when I was around my cousins.
Because they had all the characters, the older characters and the newer characters, and this was like one of the older like henchmen and cats, and he can like take his hat off and like throw it and shit. Like I forget it. It's a funny looking Asian cat. He's like big sumo type cat.
You might be talking about Oddjob, and please don't tell me you are, because that was the one that niggas used to cheat with because he's short. Niggas used to cheat with him because he's short, so like, so you gotta actually aim down to shoot. So you was a lame nigga if you picked Oddjob, bro. So I hope that's not who you talking about. Niggas used to tease me for doing that. Cause when I found out that he was short, I used to pick him. They're like, bro, you a sucker if you pick that nigga, bro, because you automatically got better aim. But yeah, bro. So I don't know.
Fuck the dumb shit.
But, I still say PS1 just because I grew up with it, and I still got a shitload of games for PS1 and 2. So, but I feel like we better make a case for N64 before we completely shit on it. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely some influence in that game, bro.
That's definitely. definitely. I'm just glad Mario 64 was brought up, and I'm glad that 007 was brought. Hey, I'm glad that
Mario
name.
Kart.
I'm glad.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Fucking Cruising USA, bruh.
Bro.
That was my shit too. I'm not even gonna lie, bruh. I used to play the fuck out of that. Just like in the arcade, I used to play that shit when found out my cousin had that. Every time I went over there, yo, can I play this game? Can I play that Cruising USA shit?
Mario Kart right there, like that.
Yeah, man.
Like just
Mario
it really
Kart.
brought the N64 really brought different type of gamers to it too.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was definitely different from the cats that was playing like Super Nintendo and like regular Nintendo. They definitely like when N64 came out. And you got to remember this is before PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I think. Wait, did it come out before PlayStation? Did it come out before PlayStation?
Did N64 come out?
I'm not sure.
I think
man.
I remember it coming.
Yeah,
we got to look it up.
Yeah, we might have to do a little research, man. I'm gonna have to check this out because if I'm not mistaken,
I got my PlayStation hecka late. You feel me?
I got my PlayStation on Christmas, bro. That's all I remember. I think I was either 8 or 9 years old, and I got mine for Christmas. So hopefully,
definitely gotta look this up.
I want to say 90. I want to say 99, 98. It came out in 94.
The 64, yeah.
No. The PS1. It said it came out in 94.
94.
Yes. PS1 distributed in Japan.
Oh,
December
okay.
3rd,
Oh, like that makes sense.
Okay, that's when it came out in Japan in 1960.
Right.
Japan, and I love Japan.
Yeah, that's normal shit. Like,
fuck
yeah,
Japan, bro.
Japan,
Y'all get
they way ahead of
everything.
us. Yeah, they
Y'all
ahead.
get every goddamn thing. And I heard y'all actually sometimes
Dragon Ball Z, everything.
I heard some of y'all sometimes y'all get better versions of the shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard that like Streets of Rage.
They probably watching the actual, because as most people probably don't know, there's actually a 3-hour and I guess 30-minute more longer version of the Brawley movie, you feel me? But it got chopped down when it came out here or whatever. So they probably watching that version, like, and they looking like, well, shit, y'all ain't really seen nothing, like,
right.
like we got the real story, like, man.
Fuck Japan, and I love Japan.
Man.
Thank y'all so much, man.
Definitely gonna come out there and visit y'all. Definitely love hate.
Yeah, Trail, man. That's one of my lifelong dreams, bro, to be able to go out there, bro.
Word.
Up, bro.
I definitely thought 64 came out before the one.
I'm trying to. It says it came out on June 23rd, 1996.
Okay, I definitely can see that.
Well, that's when it came out in Japan. It came out in Japan in 96.
Word.
There's no way
Probably
there was PlayStation in 94. I feel like that's a faulty date, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
that might be around. I think I'm pretty much probably 96. It was probably 96 too.
They were definitely not too far from each other, though.
Yeah, because I say the fucking Super Nintendo came out in 94, I think. The Super Nintendo came out in 94, so there's no way Sony had the PS4 by then. There's no fucking way.
They was trying to get that one.
Okay, yeah. Wait, okay, it says in the United States it came out in 95.
And that's for the N64?
No, that's for the PlayStation.
That's for the PlayStation.
The N64 came out in 95, 96.
Okay.
June of 96, so end of the year, PlayStation came out, end of the year type shit. So,
oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucker gotta do that.
Okay, well, damn, it looked like we were gonna go over the fucking time we did for the last podcast.
For real.
Oh well, who gives a fuck?
Definitely go with PlayStation.
Yeah, I go with PS1. I go with PS1.
PS1 with it. It's different when you get it and you enjoy it from our time, because you get to it changed. You know what I'm saying? It really did something. You know, just the gaming environment. You know what I mean? When it came out, it just hit. It had everything already on it.
Yeah, well, you know, it would.
All you could play when you didn't even have to get a game when it came out. All you had to do was get like a whole bunch of like demo CDs.
It came with a demo disc, bro.
Right,
It
like
came with a
right.
It came with different ones too.
Right.
I heard different people got different ones.
Right.
I got the red one. Which one did you get? I had the red one.
I think I did get the red one. I remember my demo games had like Crash, Gex.
Mine didn't
Tomb
have
Raider.
Mine didn't have Tomb Raider.
I had a few.
I had
because they were that
Too
dope.
Extreme.
That too extreme.
I had Too Extreme. I had Ridge Racer. I had NHL 97, I think, 96 or 97. I had Crash.
I had two.
It was a few other ones I had because I only played. I had Tekken 2. I had Tekken 2 on there.
Okay.
There was a few other games on there, bro. But yeah, I actually did have a couple demo discs though. I did have like 2-3 demo discs. Cause you know what? They used to come with magazines back in the day. When you ordered like the PlayStation magazine or some Game Informer or something. Yeah. They used to give you a game for free that had hella different ones.
They let you know it's good. You know what I'm saying? They definitely let you know it's good. That's how I fell in love with Tomb Raider when I played the demo. Because it wasn't like it was like you pass a level and go on to it was like you had to really figure out, you know what I'm saying, this whole cave and this whole little bit, like, and they ain't really give you much to work where you have to refine. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker, here's some other shit, and like shit would just pop out whenever, you know what I'm saying? Like you just go into the other part of the cave, like just a dinosaur, like where'd a dinosaur come from? You feel me? Like,
see, you got lucky. They gave you a different suit.
I'm like,
I did not have no Tomb Raider on my shit, bro.
And she just had the 2 pistols and like you had to find the shotgun and shit. And Resident Evil.
I didn't have Resident Evil either,
Man.
I had one. Did yours have the videos on it too? Like if you flip the card around and gave you a code, and you can watch like videos for other games that was on the PlayStation. Cause that was where I saw my trailer for Jet Moto. Remember Jet Moto?
Jet Moto, okay.
Remember Jet Moto?
I remember playing that at the arcades too.
Yeah, man, like that was where I saw, and that's where I saw the trailer for Twisted Metal too.
Oh, Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
Metal.
It was a few different ones on there that I saw. I was like, yo, that's ill, bro.
Twisted Metal.
Yo, these are fucking memories, dog. I think I still might have my PlayStation CD, my original like PS1 CD. I think I still might have it somewhere, bro. It might not work, but yeah, I still have it, bro.
Fucking Twisted Metal. I want to play that right now.
Man,
like, that shit was real.
Only
gangster.
one
I still remember the cat that like was just stretched out
yeah.
with the tires in his arms and shit.
I remember all of those motherfuckers, bro.
Like,
Roadkill, Spectre, what's baby girl name? What's her name? Grasshopper.
What's her Grasshopper?
The one that used to jump. Yeehaw. I think her name was Grasshopper. I want to say it was Grasshopper. I used to pick Roadkill, bro. That used to be the bum nigga. I used to pick him a lot. And Warhog, I used to pick him too.
Which one was that?
Warhog, he was the one that drove the tank.
Oh,
he was the one that drove the tank.
Motherfuckers chilling, bro.
You know who every black person used to pick that I know used to play that game? Thumper, the nigga in the lowrider. Everybody used to pick Thumper, bro.
I mean, you feel me? I did have a homie I used to always, play with Thumper. I ain't really fuck with him.
You know who low-key had the juice on that game until that I didn't find out till later? Mr. Grimm, the nigga on the motorcycle. He got the juice low-key, bro.
I ain't really play with bro like that.
He got the juice low-key, bro.
Yeah.
He, like, his little special thing, take half, almost all your energy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah,
I definitely gotta jump on that one of these days, man. That's definitely something that we gonna have to pull out the treasure box. You feel me? Twisted Metal.
Yes, indeed.
That is definitely PlayStation 1. You know what I'm saying? For the go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
take it or leave it.
So ain't no need to hashtag that one. But shit, since we already over it, shit, we I guess we gonna commit to it, right? So yeah, we already over the time we did last time, so fuck it. So I guess we can start getting to the normal shit. Artist of the week.
Artist of the week.
So
we'll start with old school.
You wanna go for old schools, bro? Wanna go for old school first? Well, I can tell you my old school, bro. We were just listening to that bitch. That bitch go crazy, bro. I love that fucking song, bro. It's like ultimate riding music, bro. It's this group called Two of the Crew.
Two of the Crew, yeah.
Like the number two of the crew, yeah.
Just slapping that
I don't know if they're a part of a bigger cohesive thing, you know what I'm saying, or like if that was just the name of like the label or something like that. But the song is called All Day Chill, bruh. And it's like, bruh, the epitome of like, it's like the epitome of fucking 90s riding music, bruh. Like you definitely bumping that in your Jeep. You know what I'm saying? You definitely bumping that. And when I think that was when the first Lexus coupes came out. The first like Lexus sports coupes came out. So you probably bumping in that or your 5.0 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you was there. That shit was beautiful, man. Like it was to me. Like I'm like, bro, this
that hook was pretty ill too.
Yeah, shout out to homegirl whoever did the hook for that song, cause it don't say it on the song who actually sung background for that. You know, a lot of time it didn't. Like you know, a lot of times back in the day. That's one thing I do miss about back in the day. Rappers used to have girls singing background on their songs. Tupac did it a lot. Biggie, I think Biggie did it a few times, which is why I love One More Chance so much, because all the girl background on the shit is fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I love R&B, but yeah, no question, bro. All Day Chill, that's a real good fucking song, bro. I love that shit, man. So I'm probably gonna
glad you played it too.
Yeah, man. I hope you continue to play it, bro. It's fucking dope, man. I love that shit. So I'm probably gonna put that clip underneath this shit too, so y'all can hear that one too. You know what I'm saying? It's a real smooth ass fucking shit, and it'll probably go with the fact that we're not really speaking that loud right now.
You definitely gonna fuck with it. Definitely gonna
which one you got for us?
Definitely. Which one I got? I'm fucking with that. I might have to go with Drew Down, man.
Drew Down, bro. Which one?
I would slap
Play
that.
Up for real.
I would slap
Play
that.
Up for real.
Nah, but just the I'm gonna go with Can You Feel Me though? You know what I'm saying? I was slapping that a few times this week though. You know what I mean? Like I slapped it once. You know what I mean? Like no, I heard it on the radio. And it was like
radio
like,
for real?
Yeah, it was like some old school, like, you know, time of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like throw the little segment in there, you feel me? You know what I mean? So I'm slapping, I'm like, damn, man, I heard this like
in a minute, right?
Yeah, so now I'm listening to it like at least like a couple times. You know
I
what
just
I'm
still
saying?
remember when I stole my first diamond ring.
Just how he came on that song, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
he was just really on some other shit. You know what I mean? Like,
And then I'm with a gangsta.
Yeah, bro. He definitely had that Oakland flavor back in the day, man. I agree, man. Big shout out to Drew Down, man.
Like, he just, I don't know, he was real cinematic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, remember when
I was into that shit.
Remember when we was looking that shit up online and that album cover came out?
Yeah.
I told you, I was like, bro, that's part of my childhood too. I vividly remember seeing that album cover and just being like, yo, that's Oakland, bro. Right. That shit looks like Oakland, bro. It feels like Oakland when you look at that shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's chilling on the block. I think he had that Fila tracksuit
on. Fitted, though.
You know what I'm saying? That fitted. He had the fucking the number 11 J's on with the red bottom. Yep, permed out with the black about too.
Somebody was in the background swinging.
Yeah. I don't know what street that was on. I think I heard him say what street that was on.
I couldn't even see the street sign, everything was just so, you know what I mean, and then he already fitted, he didn't really need to, you know what I mean.
It was just so dope. I was like, bro, it just had a feel to it. It felt Bay Area, it felt Oakland, bro. It felt,
I make it just be kicking in some front door.
Yeah, man. See, when you first said Drew Down, when you first brought up Drew Down, I thought she was gonna bring up that what I said when you came up. Play Up for real.
Word.
From the streets.
Word. Which is also a dope classic.
That shit right there. Or I thought you was gonna bring up Mac of the Year, but nah, you brought up Can You Feel Me, which is a fucking fly ass song, bro.
For real, he's definitely on it.
It's G as fuck.
Man, definitely on some other shit right there. I'm definitely gonna go with the Drew Down.
Yeah, man. I can still remember when I stole my first diamond ring. Thieving ass nigga, bro.
Bro, like
OG Drew.
Definitely gotta throw Drew up in there, man.
Hell yeah.
Sure, we wanna go into the
who we been listening to. Well, I showed you my homie that I've been listening to, and I hope that y'all check this dude out. It's a dude from Chicago.
Word.
Name is Scully TV.
Word.
And shout out to Crowder for showing me this dude like 2 or 3 years ago. And me and my nigga, we can always go back to Scully's music because it's fun as fuck to listen to, bro.
Word.
He has one of those I guess you can compare it to Lil Boozy.
He be real tapped in.
He has one of those high pitched voices, bro. Like he just has really fair. But he still talks G shit, gangster shit. He still talks drill shit. But he has his own style, bro.
Definitely.
He's ill as fuck.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Scully. The one I showed him was what the fuck was it called? Sauce Boy? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Call up with the Sauce Boy, baby. Yeah, Sauce Boy. Yeah, bro. He was talking that shit, bro. Scully goes in, bro.
Bro, it's hard though.
Yeah.
I can't front.
I think it's how you relate. Spell it SKULLYTV. Scully TV. So yeah, go peep that dude out. He's ill, man. I might try to put something underneath for like a little snippet of his shit underneath the shit. But if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, go check out Scully TV. Straight up. But yeah,
it's definitely good pick. Definitely good pick, bro.
Who you got, bro?
Cat, I ain't really listening to too new. I've been listening to some Dizzy, really. You know what I'm saying?
Dizzy,
lately.
right?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't been listening to no Dizzy in a while, so I've been jumping on.
Me neither, man.
I jumped on some old Dizzy, and I've been listening to a lot of Dizzy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Dizzy albums and shit. But what I've been playing recently is that fucking World Peace.
I haven't been on Dizzy.
Yeah, I ain't heard a Dizzy song in so long.
But I fucks with Dizzy though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's a dope rapper, and I like that he has a message.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? He has a message with his
He got
shit.
that song World Peace. Is every time I hear that, it just gets me in my joint. You feel me? Like that's definitely a song right there. It's like butter, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is music. This is what music supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is beautiful, you feel me?
You can tell he make music from his heart.
I was like, I fuck with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I first heard that shit, I was like, oh yeah. Like, that's like, oh yeah. We need this. I like, yeah, we need this nigga right here.
Word up. Big salute to Dizzy.
Like, he definitely got to be in the equation some way, somehow. Like,
yeah, bro.
Definitely Dizzy Wright, World Peace. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard it,
go peep that shit. I need to go peep it. You should have showed me that shit. You didn't even get to show me that shit.
Oh, it's all good, man. Yeah. Just, man, dope ass hook, dope ass rhymes, a real ass song. He shot the video like somewhere in LA or something. Like, you know, that famous little park where everybody be at and shit. Everybody be walking, you know what I mean, riding bikes and shit.
Oh, Venice?
No, Venice. Probably riding skateboards and shit. You feel me? Like doing all that shit. Yeah,
the fucking go-to spots for when you shoot a video in LA and you not from LA.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure people in LA know better places to shoot videos. You know what I'm saying? When we come out here, that's the first thing we think of. Venice Beach. Let's go to Venice. Let's go to Hollywood. Let's go to Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? It's just places, but I'm saying, yeah, people that actually live out there know where to go.
They like it. You ain't got to.
Yeah. We know somewhere.
Definitely World Peace, man. Definitely a dope ass hook. Like, lately, I've been feeling some type of peace signs in every picture that I take. I represent world peace. And then I like you just see timing in the background, like somebody's in the background talking about, ooh, that like it's a dope ass hook, like, and it's just simple, like smoking weed until the feeling goes away. Spending love until I'm in it on my day. I represent world peace. I like this shit, man.
I gotta get back on Diz, bro. I used to fuck with Diz a whole lot.
And then he just dropped jewels, like that's all he was doing.
Yeah, man, verse. That's why I like that dude.
I'm just trying to give you some peace of mind. Don't let no one disturb your peace of mind. Read between the lines. Teach it in the rhyme. We can't change overnight. We all need some time. I'm like, man, like he just going, like don't be acting like out here on my ones and twos. Like, Dizzy really going in though. He's all like, what he had one part of something. He said some sell the devil's juice and they gonna support it by any means on the TV screens. Nigga, please, I represent world peace.
I represent world peace. Okay, preach on, Dizzy, preach on, player.
They gonna support it by any means on the TV screens. Nigga, please, I represent world peace. I was like, yeah, he did his thing on here, bro. So he got a lot of songs I like, but world peace is definitely probably gonna be one of my top.
Mine was Solo Dolo. That's definitely one of my favorite ones from Dizzy, right, bro? And what was the fucking song? I forgot what the Oh man, I remember the video, but I don't exactly remember the song. God damn it. I shouldn't even bring it up.
I mean, you got so many. It's like you could have picked any one of them. Man, fucking Dizzy is definitely pretty versatile too.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
He's ill.
Definitely gonna look up and see if he got something recent. Definitely gonna look that up when I can.
Straight up. Well, shit, I don't want to go too long, but I guess we should start wrapping it up.
Start wrapping it up.
And
wrapping it up.
Like a blunt,
wrapping it up.
Wrapping it up.
Lord. Y'all let us know what y'all think about the podcast.
Word,
21 and J.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to keep doing these motherfuckers as often as we can, you know what I'm saying? So we can keep having these bitches ready for y'all, cause the way I feel about it, I actually like doing this shit with my bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think we might do this shit regardless if you niggas is watching it now or listening or not, you know what I'm saying? So fuck y'all opinion.
Pretty
But
much.
still listen to the shit though. We still love y'all.
Definitely got love. Definitely got love.
My bro brought up a good point. He brought up a suggestion that we should actually get the homie Aj guy involved in the shit. You know what I'm saying? So like Aj, if you actually listen this far into the shit and you actually hear this, bruh, hook us up with a little production for the shit. You can only give us like 4 or 5 beats so we can just reuse them over and over again, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can put in big letters, podcast produced by Aj guy.
That's the grain right there, man. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it won't be, you know what I'm saying, too much, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to finesse that, you know what I'm saying? He hear me. I'm gonna try to finesse that. That's the doctor.
You say he was DJing too?
DJ, that's the doctor right there. You feel me? That's the God right there. You feel
most
me?
respect to my man.
Speaking of Aj guy, you know what I'm saying? Since we talk about Aj guy, my boy coming out with a project, you know what I'm saying? So look out for that light work, you know what I'm saying? Also featuring, you know what I'm saying, yours truly, you know what I'm saying, JH21.
Oh, that joint ain't out yet?
You know what I'm saying?
That joint didn't come out yet? No? Man,
that's why you gotta fuck with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We give you all the you know what I'm saying? We give you all the juices. You feel me?
Straight up, yo, man. When they sent that to me a little while ago, and I listened to it, and, like it's some slappers on there, man. It's some good fucking music on there, like. And I ain't just saying that because I'm on it. I'm only on one song, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's actually some good fucking. What's homegirl name? Honey Gold.
Word.
She's
Shout out
ill.
to Honey Gold.
Yeah, she's ill. It was another young lady on there that was pretty good. What was I forgot what her name was. I heard more than one girl on there.
It's a few cats on that project, yo.
It's
really
really cool.
It's definitely a lot of talent on that joint,
but
man.
I thought it was out already. I thought that's why y'all sent it to me. I thought y'all sent me just so I can have all the songs. I thought y'all put it out already. Okay, so I got the unreleased joint. Okay.
I mean, we can just be assholes and just kind of just, you know what I'm saying, just be like, fuck it, just release that motherfucker, like,
hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought you know what I'm saying? I was
just we could just, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and play them, you know what I'm saying, that 2K18, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? We should just
fuck it.
We gonna fade out with 2K. Wait, was it 20 or was it 2K18 or was it 2K19?
It was something, man. Fuck it. We just gonna play that.
Yeah, we gonna fade out with that, bro.
Fuck it.
This is your boy Jay Harmony and my boy.
Just so for y'all, you know what I'm saying, cause y'all listening to the podcast, you know what I'm saying. So just some love from JH21, you know what I'm saying.
Feel me, man. And shit, I guess we gonna end this shit right now, bro. So we gonna see y'all next time, motherfucker.
Inf gang. 2018 is payday, that mean KK, or you can vacate. My circle could print day. We don't fuck with you gets no entry. Kopakai Sensei, I'm real greedy cause it feels like Wepper and Bibby. Rolled up in the Ziggy, damn it man, this shit is so tricky. My life is so new age. I'm saving loose change, so my C2 kicks right bicycle Luke Canes. I'm a pot liquor, eat them like pot stickers. Can't get more crisper, this shit is Antoine Fisher. This shit is Kawhi Leonard, proper like a bonsai tree. When the shit's all dark, but it feels sunny. Never give up on the point when you want it to stop. Now you walking backwards like the king of the pop. Never throw shade on a nigga, give him his props. And never throw dirt on a nigga holding a mop. Curse crew.
What it do, hun? It's 10th letter harmony, and that's the homie 2-1. But Jing and Deuce don't need to be introduced, cause the history between us is deeper than tree roots. Holla at the homie Scholar for dropping a smooth groove on the player. He know I love that two-step. Cortez Nikes with 2 checks, Jay's flavor, lyrical tastemaker, got the juice like Jumex. I smoke earth with the crew that curse. A mouthpiece that make a dime piece remove a shirt. How you plan to succeed if you refuse to work? Sugar, the pimp said the game don't wait. Better gun on your grizzly, cause failure's unbearable. And bullshit has no appointment on my schedule. No sweat, you know how the 10th letter do. Handle you a class of finesse like a professional.
Last time I had a mic, I was killing shit. Shows was back and forth like Wimbledon. Hit approve, it's already been proven. We some teenage mutant motherfuckers, are you feeling it?
Last time I had the mic, I was killing shit. Reminds me that I'm the illest when I reminisce. Toriyama and Stoney, so proper. Certified heat rockers, keep rocking.
All I ever wanted was to move on up, but that's gonna take a lot of prove on up. Acting like I ain't kicked it enough. Don't think I'm holding back just because I got a piss in the cup.
No sweat, piece of cake like the album's incarcerated. They waiting on release dates. 3 greats that never give them no leeway. They waiting for the hook like fans watching Kareem.
Let that light work. 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 Brother, let that light work. Curse, let that light work. Yeah, let that light work. Inf gang, let that light work. Work.